Okay, today's Sunday, May 22nd, 2002, and I'm sorry, 2022, and it's about 7:47 p.m. and the sun is still pretty high in the sky, and this is Columbus, Ohio. I love the traffic here because there is no traffic, or hardly there is. And look at the skies. There's a name for each kind of sky. I don't remember. I know nimbus is for the skies that are dark, the clouds that are dark. I mean, there are names for each kind of clouds, different kind of cloud patterns. Nimbus is for the dark clouds that, when it's going to rain. And cirrus is another kind, and there are a few more. You can look it up, but the clouds up here look like one of the specific form of clouds. Here's an aircraft. So this is a well-planned city. The suburbs of the city, wherein they have planned the roads in advance, and it has 2 lanes on both sides, and of course there's a turning lane in the center, and depending upon the population of the city, they have well designed the roads so that there is not too much of traffic. In fact, the traffic is pretty much in control. Also, today is Sunday evening, so not many people step out on a weekend, but they do on Fridays and Saturdays, but Sunday is the time to come back home. Or by the time is 6 p.m. It's time to wind down. Call it a day. Even the businesses, many of the businesses, they close at 6 p.m. Whether it's a mall or any other. Most of the stores, they close at 6 p.m. But some stores, some food chains and restaurants, they stay open beyond 6. Food joints and restaurants. And of course, banks are always closed on Sundays, and even on Saturdays they are like 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. something like that. Just a few hours on Saturdays. Most of the businesses, they close at 5 o'clock. Also, like official professional business, like doctors close at 5 p.m. every single day. Banks close at 5 p.m. every single day. You can't go to a bank after 5 p.m. Hardly there'll be something open on a Friday beyond 5, like 5:30 maybe, but it's always a tight schedule. And so this is a gas station called GetGo, and GetGo is a gas station from Giant Eagle, like you can see. And here is a bank called Chase Bank. This is the ATM drive-through. And then here's a restaurant called McDonald's. I think McDonald's, everybody knows in the world McDonald's. There's Firestone is automotive, auto body, complete auto care shop. You have Chipotle, Starbucks, and here's a school, Goddard. It's called Goddard School. So that's the gas station of Giant Eagle, and right across the gas station there is this is actually Giant Eagle. They used to be called as Giant Eagle. Now they changed the name to Market District, and this is their parking lot. So GetGo is they don't write Giant Eagle even on the gas station anywhere, but it is managed by Giant Eagle. It's called GetGo. So GetGo means Giant Eagle means GetGo, and now Market District means Giant Eagle, and Giant Eagle means Market District. That's the guy from Giant Eagle. Okay. All right. Coming back on the road. This road is called Hamilton Road. There is a new restaurant called Sheetz, SHEETZ, and that in the front is an emergency care, emergency room. It's called ER. It's Ohio Health Emergency Room, and it's open 24/7. And we are continuing on the Hamilton Road. That's a little hill on the side. When it's winter, there's a lot of snow on the hill, and you'll find many people coming with kids, and kids like to sled down the hills. And there are some new restaurants and new businesses that have come up in this area. Look at that beautiful sunset. So here we have something new. I think more and more restaurants are realizing that people want better food. So there's something called Tropical Cafe, and there are other businesses: Hand and Stone Massage and Spa, Sweet Waters, Hammer and Nails. There's something else. Dueling Axes. Dueling Axes is a new sport that I have seen here in the US of late. All you have to do is throw an axe. Actually, you have to literally throw an axe, aiming at a target. And here on the right hand side, you have something called Playables, Clean Eats, and something else. And this a store called Pen Zone. I think that's like a salon and spa store. All right. Yet again, something new is coming up here. It's Dunkin' Donuts, as the sign says. And there's construction going on here, and you see orange barrels. So advancement, maintenance, and expansion is always required, always needed when there is more population and more traffic growing in a city. So they're coming up with an additional lane. So those are the workers, and there's the police car for their help. All right, here's another store. It's called a strip mall. I mean, a set of stores on the side of the road is called a strip mall. So those are some businesses over here. This is a store called AutoZone. This is for all automotive requirements. I go to this store pretty often. I mean, not often. Whenever I need my batteries to be changed or checked. And there's another one called AAA. There's another store. There's a dental group. So yeah. All right. There's another. This is the gas station called Kroger. Kroger is a store for groceries, and they also sell gas. And when you buy at Kroger, you get points, and you can use those points to get discounts when you fill up the gas at the gas station. This is a bank called KeyBank, and on the right hand side there is a restaurant called Panda Express. And then on the front I see that on the right hand side there's a restaurant called Nazareth. It's a Mediterranean restaurant. And then there are other restaurants like Dakshin. We don't like Dakshin. We don't go to Dakshin. Sorry. And then School of Rock. Tim Hortons. There's a pharmacy store called Walgreens. And on the left hand side we have Home Depot. Home Depot is for all home related products. And here's Mr. Tire for all automotive requirements, any problem with your car. PNC Bank. This bank used to be called as National City Bank earlier. Now they call it PNC Bank. There is a Goodwill store here. If you need anything to donate, you can just come here and drop clothes and shoes and whatnot. And this is another gas station. This belongs to Meijer. That's another grocery store called Meijer's. And then there are there's some businesses over here. You can read if you can. There's AT&T. There's Longhorn Steakhouse. Alright, here you have a medical facility, Mount Carmel. Here you have a Chase Bank again. Here's some construction going on also. And here I'm turning in to a parking lot. You have restaurants like Noodles and Company. They sell noodles and pastas. Zoom out. There's Leslie Pool Supplies. There's something called Nothing Bundt Cakes. Glow Nail Bar. Domino's Pizza. Clarkson Eye Care. And there's an Asian grill called Bibimbap. Right in the front there is a Louisiana kitchen restaurant called Popeyes. So here are some restaurants. There's a restaurant called Agape. I don't know, is it Japanese or something? Maybe. And there's this Five Guys. Actually, this restaurant was called Five Guys Burgers and Fries earlier, and now they just cut it down to just Five Guys. That's an interesting name of a restaurant, I think. It looks like there were Five Guys that they were thinking about a name of a restaurant, and they just couldn't think of anything. And someone just probably asked them, "Hey, what are you selling, by the way?" And they said, "We'll be selling burgers and fries." And there were Five Guys, and maybe someone said, "You guys can call it Five Guys Burgers and Fries," and they went with it. Looks like. Okay, so anyway, now they are just called Five Guys. There's another store called Kohl's, and once this is clear, I'll make my right turn. Okay. There is this restaurant, not restaurant, sorry, I'm talking about restaurant, so that was stuck in my mouth. This is a store for garments and apparels, clothes basically. It's called Kohl's. It's a pretty nice store. You get all kinds of dress material, basically ready-made garment for men and women and for kids. And you see every store that you have in the US will have a huge parking space basically. There's a Japanese restaurant called Hibachi Express. I'm sure that's Japanese. Thrive is another place for massage and wellness. There's another place called Urgent Care for Mount Carmel, a medical facility. And I'll move out of this space now. Supercuts is a hair salon, but they closed down over here. And this is a Mexican grill and restaurant called Chipotle. Very popular, very good food, clean, healthy food actually. I mean, you can, they allow you to pick and choose what you want to eat. So you can make it as healthy as you want. There's another restaurant called KFC. KFC stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken. And this area in the front is called Stonebridge Plaza. And one good thing is there's not too many boards or billboards or ads and posters on the streets. Where even for an advertising, even if you want to advertise something, you can put a little sign like that. And you know, these signs are available at stores for your businesses. You cannot put like a huge poster and any way that you feel that you like. You can put up, you can make your own banners and posters and hang around anywhere. That's not allowed. There's another restaurant called Arby's, and right behind Arby's you see there's it's Bob Evans. Yeah, you see Bob eat part of it. All right, let me make this left turn and we'll head straight from here. So here are some restaurants here. There's a restaurant called First Watch for breakfast and lunch. There's this Shell gas station. Gas price right now is $4.45. The prices are high because of the Ukraine and Russian conflict. There's a automobile shop called Tire Choice Auto Service Center, and there's a gas station over here called Speedway. There's construction and a lot of construction here. There's a store called Big Lots. There's a restaurant called O'Charlie's Kitchen and Bar. And this is New Albany Square area. This place is called that. Kenneth's Hair Salon and Day Spa. And we come back on this road where we have construction going on, and we see a lot of orange barrels. There is this vet for dogs. It's called Dogs Only. When I say vet, is veterinary doctor. If your pet is not well, you need to take it to the vet. There is a vet for every pet. That is Donato's down there. The signs, the road signs, and the paint on the road, the markings and the demarkings are pretty well defined. They're pretty accurate, and that helps to avoid all kinds of confusion and all kinds of mishaps on the road. A lot of greenery, a lot of trees, a lot of tall trees. These trees on my right are like 150 feet minimum 50 feet, 50. And I've seen trees taller than that, like 75 feet tall. A lot of greenery. I love the greenery around here. They've done a very good job in having the grass on the sides of the road and good number of trees around the place, and it's all the same everywhere, which is awesome. This is a nursery. Nursery is a place. Wow, look at the sunset behind there. That is cool. It's called Oakland Nursery. Nursery is a place where you can get all kinds of plants and flowers for your lawn, for your yard, for your backyard, flower beds. Okay, so see here there's a indication like there's going to be a delay, there's going to be a road construction coming up, so they say expect delays. So there's greenery and greenery everywhere, which is a very good thing. And the trees are not painted. Okay, the trees don't have any kind of markings or numberings whatsoever. And the roads are named pretty well. Any location in the US, the address is very brief. I mean, there'll be one number on every street. I mean, one specific number. It could be a 3-digit, 2-digit, 4-digit number on every street. And the numbering is a little different. Like all the odd numbers will be on one side and all the even numbers will be on the other side. All you need for any address in the US, all you need is a number, the street name, and the city. That's it. It's pretty brief, pretty accurate, pretty pinpointed. No ambiguities over there, no duplication. So that's very pretty ironed out. I mean, there are no. Pretty nice structure, pretty nice naming structure that they have for every street and every house. Alright, the speed limit here is 35 miles per hour. And right, okay. So here's another roundabout. Rules on the roundabout are also very specific, they're well defined. If there is a car at the roundabout, you have to let the car pass first. This is called Joseph F. Stefano Circle. This road is called Market Street. There's a CVS pharmacy over here. There's a main street. Every city has a main street. Businesses around here. There is a bank called Fifth Third Bank, and there is a health and fitness center on the left. And this is the US Post Office in my area. Pretty one-story establishment, US Post Office. And on the right hand side, just opposite to Post Office, was the police station. One old warehouse. Here's some sign. Here's some message about the road construction. Right. Here's I think it's an attorney. Here's a business office of an attorney. This is a pizza place called Eagles Villa. So pretty one-story establishment. There are no high-rise establishments in the suburbs, basically. This is a school building. It's called Annex, and this is a 200-year-old building. In around World War II time frame. This also has like a shelter for a bombing shelter. It's a very historic kind of a building that we saw. Look at the sky, look at the scenery, look at the clouds, look at the greenery. Look at the sky, look at the scenery, look at the clouds, look at the greenery. speed limit 35 miles per hour. So this is like an in road. What you see down there is like a freeway, and the speed limits on the freeway is usually about 65 miles per hour, and you can touch 70. That is okay. And this is like an in road, and speed limit on the in road can be 35, 45, sometimes 50 also, but it is never more than 50. At least I've not seen.